Hey everybody, welcome to another episode today. Today we're going to be looking at a question that a lot of students in our class this week had some stressful times, maybe questioning life. So I think it'd be good to just go through this question and clarify how the heck you do it. So we'll call it the question of the week. Frågan på veckan. So in our textbook, the question says, varje hel timme avgår ett tåg från Stockholm mot Göteborg. Samtidigt avgör ett tåg från Göteborg mot Stockholm. Resan tar 5 timmar. Hur många tåg från Stockholm möter ett tåg från Göteborg? And in English it says that every whole hour a train leaves from Stockholm to Gothenburg. At the same time, a train goes from Gothenburg to Stockholm. The trip takes 5 hours. How many trains from Stockholm will meet a train from Gothenburg? And in our question, we see here the L. It actually stands for ledtrådar, which is in English means a clue. So when we looked at the clue, well, the clue wasn't much of a clue. It says just rita en bild, which means draw a picture. So the students' look when they saw this clue was priceless. So here we go. Let's break this down frame by frame. On the left, we have our Gothenburg train station, and on the right, we have our train station in Stockholm. And beside that, we're going to record how long we've traveled. So let's break it down frame by frame. So we begin when a train from Stockholm leaves and a train from Gothenburg leaves. And so that is our first hour. Let's continue the trend here. Well, the trains continue to go along this train track. And remember, every hour a new train departs from their station. So after 2 hours, we have 2 trains leaving Stockholm and 2 trains leaving Gothenburg. So here we see our first time the trains cross. Or they meet. So let's remember that. We train A from Stockholm left and met train A from Gothenburg. So this is the end of our third hour. Let's continue. So now we have 4 trains from each station that have departed. And this is the end of our 4th hour, or fjärde timme. And finally, we have our first trains arriving at their destination. And one new train leaves Stockholm, and one new train leaves Gothenburg. So now that the first train from each station has arrived, we will stop the pattern. We have reached our 5th hour, our final hour. So, did you count how many times the trains from Stockholm met a train from Gothenburg? Well, if you want, you can try to work this out in your book, pause the video. But if you've tried your best, maybe you pulled a few hairs out of your head, well, let's go through the answer. So, let's take a look here. If we look at the first part here, train A from Gothenburg and train A from Stockholm, they're at their train stations. They have not left yet. However, when we go down to the first hour, train A from each destination has gone one place. All right, they've traveled for 1 hour. And train B is on deck. They're ready to go from each station. Now let's check out the second hour. Well, train A has advanced from Stockholm and from Gothenburg, but they have not met yet. Train B and train C are also in the scenario now. Train C is on deck waiting to leave the station. So now let's take a look at our third hour here. In the third hour, we notice that train A from Gothenburg and train A from Stockholm, they actually cross. They meet at some point because they've reached the halfway point. So at this point, we can record this as one train from Stockholm has met a train from Gothenburg. And then we've noted that here as a number 1. Now we look at the fourth hour, the next row below. Well, there's a lot going on here, so let's break it down. Let's follow train A, which departed Gothenburg, and train A that departed Stockholm. So now train A has passed. Well, train A has passed train C. Train B has passed train B. You can see with the arrows. And train C has passed train A. So that makes 3 different times where the trains met. So now we're at a total of 1 plus 3 is 4 times. Now we reach our 5th and final hour. And a lot has happened here. We notice that train A from Stockholm has arrived in Gothenburg. And you can say the same about the train that left Gothenburg, and it has arrived in Stockholm. And we can see that train A, it has passed train E here. So that's one time that the train from Stockholm has met a train from Gothenburg. Train B has passed train D. Train C has passed train C. Train D from Stockholm has passed train B from Gothenburg. And train E, the last train that departed Stockholm, well, it passed train A because train A just arrived in Stockholm here. So when we count these up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times the trains from Stockholm met another train from Gothenburg along the journey. And when we add this up, we have 1, 3 plus 5. That equals 9. So in total, a train from Stockholm met a train from Gothenburg 9 different times. I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel for more exciting math videos. Take care, everybody. See you in the classroom.